So, hi guys, here we are again. MMA UK News, Stoomboy as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, talking about SGI10, SGI10 is going to be Saturday, May the 7th. Going to be at the usual place, Maryhill Community Halls in Glasgow. A little bit special this one. I keep saying this because we are going to have pay-per-view at this one. Now, the previous 9 SGIs, we didn't have pay-per-view, but it's all been building up to this moment. So SGI10, we're going to have pay-per-view. The fighters are going to walk out to their own music as well, which again is an awesome feeling for fighters because everybody has a song that, and we always think about it, if we were to walk out to a grappling match or an MMA match, this is the song I want to walk out to. So the fighters are going to be able to do that on May the 7th, coming down them stairs towards the mats at SGI. So as a pay-per-view, the details are on Scottish Grappling page, so make sure you head over there. There's also tickets still available for the show as well. So again, head over to Scottish Grappling, go through their booking system, and you'll be able to get your tickets booked through there. Now, anybody that is coming with a chosen fighter, I believe obviously if you do choose your specific fighter, that fighter will also get commission off them tickets as well, which is always good to get some money for something that we love doing. Now, the event itself is unbelievable. So anybody that's seen the card so far, from start to finish, it's going to be an action-packed night of grappling. So there's going to be judo, there's going to be wrestling, and obviously everybody's favourite sport, jiu-jitsu, is going to be on display as well. So it's going to be a great event. A lot of really great young talent that's going to be on the display that night as well. Obviously, some of these kids coming through, 17, 18, 19-year-old, these are the future of UK grappling. So we're going to see a lot of great talent on show that night. And one of the people we're going to see is my next guest. So Courtney Gardiner of Stealth BJJ Teeside. So Courtney is going to be up against Erin Wilson. So Erin we've seen on shows previously. It's going to be a great matchup, a really, really interesting matchup. Very evenly matched, these two grapplers. So we're going to see how they both do on May the 7th. So Courtney, that's an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for obviously taking the time to speak to me.
No, thank you.
Yeah, listen, I've been looking forward to this because, as I said, I always get, and I said this before we came on, whenever I announce a person, whether it be a male or a female grappler, I seem to get messages from people. Like people maybe I know or people I don't know, just dropping messages saying, "Oh, wait until you see this person and wait until you see that person." And usually, whenever I get messages and then I do see that person, the hype is usually real. So it's definitely worthwhile waiting for. So, and again, the same with you. Had some messages about you as well. So yeah, as I say, we're buzzing to see what you're going to bring on May the 7th.
Yeah, I'm dead excited for it. I can't wait. I
Yeah.
think I've been, obviously, with my past few sub-onlys, been quite successful. And I think just working on everything that's been going well as everything that hasn't been going well, and everyone in the gym giving me really hard rounds.
Yeah.
It's all going well.
Yeah. And how is your training? How's everything going with you training-wise now that we're officially allowed to train? How's it going?
It's going really well, yeah, thank you. So like it's been training a few times a day, so it's been really hard. Try to stick to like meal plans and eating healthy. It's always challenging, but it brings us out with the best results. So yeah. We like to see that.
It's difficult as well. I mean, being 18, because I remember when I was 18, and obviously like my family, brothers, sisters, and so on, even friends and so on. Because obviously being 18, it's all about going out and enjoying yourself, and like eating whatever you want and drinking whatever you want and stuff like that. So it must be difficult, obviously, to stick to a regime at that age. And yeah, knowing that you've got a fight coming up.
I think it is. It's not really that tempting because I've grown up in this way, and my friends are all really supportive and they all understand. So like, if there's a birthday party, but like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not drinking. Like, I'll come, but I'm not drinking, and they're so supportive about it. So that's really, it's nice to have that.
Yeah. Normally, when I was younger, it was like peer pressure. Go on, Stuart, have a drink, have this, have that. So it's great you've got supportive friends that obviously they see your vision. You've got a vision, you've got goals, and obviously you're doing what you can to stick to them.
Definitely, it's nice to have the discipline in place as well. I think even some of the people at training, they'll be like, "Oh, so you don't drink a lot," and they're a bit surprised because it's what not every 18-year-old, but most 18-year-olds do. So
Yeah. We see it all the time, especially in Glasgow. I mean, Glasgow's the home of alcohol. So whenever you go out at the weekend, that's all you'll see is obviously young people going out and enjoying themselves. So obviously, people enjoy themselves in different ways. Some enjoy themselves going out, having a drink. Others enjoy themselves choking people on the mats and things like that. So similar kind of enjoyment.
Definitely, yeah. I feel like the enjoyment that they get from that is more. I get more enjoyment out of armbarring people.
Definitely. There's people always look at us and think, because especially when I go into work and we talk about jiu-jitsu, and some people look at me and think, I mean, what do you get going in and choking someone or armbarring someone or leg locks or whatever? Like, where's the fun in that? There's no fun in that at all. And I'm like, come to the gym, come and I'll pay. And I always tell them, well, I'll pay your membership for 1 month. Anybody that wants to come, and not one person in my work has ever took me up on it at all. So
yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying, but it's like it's an enjoyable like experience that you can't explain. Like you can't explain how it's good. It's just it's good.
Yes. Well, definitely there's something wrong with us that we absolutely love doing what we do. So, and then what about you, SGI10 then? So SGI10, obviously the biggest event in Scotland. So I kind of talk, I always say like SGI is the biggest one in Scotland, Grapple Fest, biggest one in England, Grapple Kings in Ireland and so on. So how did you find out then that SGI10 was going to be your night?
So one of the girls that I speak to, she'd messaged me on Instagram. She was like, "Oh, there's some like they're looking for matchups," and it was a week after my fight on Victory, and I've had a lot of friends fight on SGI, so it's always been a really big like goal of mine. So like, and to even get on the show, like I feel privileged. So yeah, I seen the post and then I'd messaged the Facebook page, and they just got back to me and got matched up. So yeah.
It's going to be a good event as well because there's going to be, and again, I say this about Grapple Fest. Grapple Fest at the last one had 12 females on the event, and we saw the picture where all the female fighters were in this one picture, which was an absolute historic and brilliant picture. So there was 6 matchups on this, and again, same with SGI. There's going to be 6 female matchups, 12 female fighters coming in. So again, a little bit historic because, as you probably know, and I spoke to. The last person I spoke to, Stacey Sloan, she was saying that when she goes to competitions and there's maybe not a lot of females in the division. So obviously to have that amount of females on the one show must be, again, a great feeling.
It is. It's an amazing feeling. Just the fact that there's so many girls getting into grappling, and obviously at like the level we are and progressing to, like seeing how many more girls are becoming more confident in competing and not just training as well. Like there's so many killers out there, and it just makes you feel accepted because obviously I think if I'd have started later on, then like obviously I started really young. If I'd have started at this age now, I don't think I'd have been able to get into it as much because it can be a little bit awkward. So it is like I really totally like stand by anyone that promotes women in grappling in any sport.
Yeah. We see that with women who fight. Women who fight put on
definitely,
unbelievable. And again, we've been talking about women who fight all day. We had Julia Scardone on from Carlson Gracie Hull. We spoke about it with Stacey Sloan, and but women who fight, absolutely awesome what they do. They put on the women's only open mats, kind of all over the UK, and Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I've been to a couple of them, and just the atmosphere when you're there, just because it's like everyone's in the same position as what you're in, so everyone just wants to give back to everyone. So the roles
yeah,
when I was there, like they were amazing. And the one of the ones that I went to was in Manchester, so obviously it
yeah,
was a little bit of a travel, but it was 110% worth it.
yeah, yeah. Nah, they do absolutely great things. As I say, the more and more females that get into jiu-jitsu, not just for the sport element, self-defense and so on, or anybody that gets into jiu-jitsu for self-defense. So, as I said, it is definitely for everyone. So, and then what about you then? So obviously 2022 is going to be a big year for us. It's going to be the first year in 2 years. We're hopefully going to have a full year of training. We're going to have a full year of events and things like that. So, what's in your pipeline for the next 12 months, Courtney?
So I'm really hoping to get on a few like sort of bigger shows. Hopefully that can like happen. I'm like really living my dream at the minute, so I'm trying not to be like too like in the clouds sort of thing, but
Yeah, yeah,
it'd be it really is like a big dream, like to so hopefully to get on a few of the big shows, and carry on doing like the invitational leagues that I'm doing.
yeah.
I've been invited back onto Victory Grappling, and I've been invited back onto sub super fights,
Mhm.
so hopefully carry on getting a few matches with them as well, because I'm really enjoying the sub only aspect, especially in no gi. Don't get me wrong, I love gi, but
Yeah,
I think that I like the aspect of the invitation onlys more than just the regular comps. Don't get me wrong, I won't stop doing the regular comps, but yeah,
yeah,
it's a nice difference.
definitely. Listen, Chris Thompson, Grapple Fest. I know you're watching, so let's get Courtney on Grapple Fest. So, as I say, definitely get Courtney on there. As I say, Courtney's awesome, awesome to watch. As I said, and again, obviously hearing lots of good stuff. We're going to see her on May the 7th as well, Chris. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Grapple Fest again is awesome, awesome event. So,
Definitely,
um,
I'm always watching Grapple Fest. I'm so inspired by everyone on there.
yeah, yeah. It's that walk. I mean, whenever I speak to anybody, they say when they walk out to Grapple Fest, down them stairs for the very first time onto the mat, and just, I mean, the crowd in Liverpool are crazy, absolutely crazy. That's the only word
Definitely,
that
they
can
are.
describe them. So, and I mean, the atmosphere again, the noise is loud, and the music, and unbelievable event. So, let's get Courtney on Grapple Fest, definitely. So, and then final thing for you then, Courtney. So, you obviously been in the game for a bit. Anybody you want to shout out to? So, any friends, family members, teammates, anything like that?
Well, if I'd be here all day if I would like if I could shout out everyone that I wanted to. But the main few people is my dad. He follows me up and down the country all the time. He takes me places. Like obviously I can drive, but he does the favour for me. He's amazing. So my dad, obviously all my coaches. So Jamie, Chris Douglas, my mind's gone a bit blank, but like all my coaches and then my sponsors. So I've got Bobby Dazzlers, J Mac, Waste Service Removals, Hard Life Fightwear, and Mooch. He's been amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and everyone in the gym for just constantly testing me and helping me to be a better fighter.
yeah, no, definitely. And anybody that Courtney's missed out, you guys all know who you are. So everybody knows who
Definitely.
they are. So one question came in just as we were talking there. So just Arnice saying, do you have a pre-event ritual before you go out to compete?
Honestly, not really. It's not ever anything that I've like really thought about. I always
Like
listen to
maybe,
Queen. I always listen to Queen before I go out to fight. That would be my it like if it gets me in the right headspace, and just can't like I keep calm with it. So yeah,
yeah.
always listening to Queen.
Which song? Do you have a specific Queen song that you like to go out before you step on the mat?
Yeah. Killer Queen always.
Nice, nice. We love a bit of Queen. I say there's always some awesome Queen songs that you can probably listen to a whole greatest hits album before you step on the mats, because the songs are so good. So, but
Yeah.
Killer Queen, an awesome choice. So there we
Yeah,
go. There you
definitely.
go. Yeah, there we go, Aaron. So get some Queen on, Aaron, before you step on any mats or anything like that. So, so guys, there we go. We're going to have Courtney Gardiner from Stealth BJJ in Teeside. Courtney's going to be up against Erin Wilson, MMBJJ, Likens Martial Arts. May the 7th, Saturday, May the 7th, should I say, going to be at SGI, Maryhill Community Halls in Glasgow. So that's SGI10. Tickets available through the Scottish Grappling Facebook page. Heads over to their booking system. Anybody that can't make the event, there is going to be pay-per-view for this one, which is very, very historic. The first time they've had pay-per-view. So hopefully it's going to be an absolute cracking night. We're looking forward to seeing Courtney coming up. Again, heard a lot of fantastic stuff about Courtney. So we're looking to see what she's going to bring on May the 7th. So, Courtney, that's an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for obviously taking the time to speak to me.
No, thank you for having me on the show.
Definitely. Well, listen, now, obviously, you enjoy the rest of your training. Don't train too hard. 3 times a day. Do you know what I mean? So don't train too hard.
I won't.
Right. Well, listen, thank you again. You enjoy the rest of your night. All right.
Thank you. See you later.
Take care. Bye-bye.